If you've been posting content endlessly, creating so many offers and following every strategy that all business coaches out there recommend and still you can't get clients, well, this video is for you. By the end of this video, you will understand why the strategy is not the problem, but you should be focusing on developing the right mindset. And I'm not talking about the just keep going type of mindset, but the entrepreneurship specific type of mindset. Why do I claim that mindset comes before the strategy? Well, because it's a hard lesson that I've learned on my own, and it cost me over £20,000. When I was trying to build my sports mindset coaching, I wanted to take the fast track and I went to work with free business coaches. Why free? Because the first and the second didn't help me achieve my goals, and I tried the third time, which didn't help me achieve my goal either. And only then I understood what was the problem. The problem was not their strategy. Their strategy worked for them and for other clients, but not for me, because I was right at the beginning of building my coaching business and I did not have the right mindset that helps me go through the phases of growing a business. And the strategy that they provided me was not the right strategy for the phases of the business where I was at. And I was not able to implement it because I could not understand in reality what it means and what am I supposed to do with all those stuff. And there is another example that I want to show you here. This guy, this is a post on Reddit. And if you're coaches at the beginning and if you want to grow your coaching business, to learn how to grow it, I also opened a Reddit community. I'm leaving the link in the description, but I wanted to show you what this guy was saying. So he said that I'm feeling lost. I've been a life coach now for about 4 years. I had ups and downs in my business. Lately, I've just not been able to get any traction with my business. I have a website that I've made from the ground up. I've modified it about 4 times over the past 4 years. I recently started using Google Ads to attract people. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. At the first look, it might seem like, oh, this guy needs a proper strategy, needs a business coach who can tell him exactly what he needs to do. But that is wrong. When we look at his attitude and behavior, he's just throwing pasta at the wall to see what sticks out there. He's focusing on the website. He's going now onto publishing ads out there, so on and so forth. He's trying different tactics, but he doesn't understand how things work in reality because he doesn't have the entrepreneurship mindset. So in this video, we'll focus on the actual entrepreneurship mindset that you need to develop in order for you to grow a successful business. And on the first part of the video, we'll understand why mindset over strategy. The second part, we'll learn the mindset in 3 phases, and you'll understand why 3 phases. And then stick to the end of the video but on the third part, I'm going to explain the one thing that can undo everything. You can go through, you can understand why the mindset, you can do the work and apply everything. But if you miss this one thing, everything goes to the bin. That being said, why mindset over strategy? Well, when we look at what's happening out there, all business coaches, they speak about strategies and they give you tactics, okay? The strategy, of course, you have to pay for it, but they give you tactics. Do this, do that, do the other one. And people start taking every tactics and try it and try it and try it. And yes, some of them, it does work for them. For some others, most of us, it doesn't really work. Why is that? Because strategy, tactics, and all these things are about, one, the environment, who you are surrounding yourself, where is the information coming from, then the behavior, the things that you are doing. You're just looking for tactics. You want things now. You want to make it happen now. You don't have the patience. And your capabilities. You don't know actually what's working and not. You look at those who made it work, those successful ones, and you take from their tactics and you try to apply it. But you don't have the skills and the knowledge to process everything, to understand when and how. So that being said, this is the 7 levels of transformation pyramid. It works through step by step how you should approach the transformation that you want, being that in your personal life, in your business, and any other area of your life. And it shows exactly where you need to start from and where you should be ending. And it's not a one-time process, but it's a repeatable one. So the biggest problem out there is that as coaches, when we're trying to build business, we don't understand the phases of business growth. So we're focusing on the bottom things, okay? Who we are learning, who are the people that we're surrounding ourselves with, that we're learning from, the things that we're doing and the skills that we're developing. But we forget about the top. The bottom one, it's about the external factors that affect our growth. And then the top one, the most important part that should be the focus of every cycle of the business or phase of the business. And it starts with the vision, creating the big vision. And then building your identity, understanding who you are and why you're doing what you're doing. And then based on the two, you need to align your values and your beliefs. And here is the biggest mistake that we do. Probably most of you are aware of the top of the pyramid. You started by creating a vision. Well, I want to build this big coaching business because I want time freedom, location freedom. I want to provide for my family, or I have this big passion in helping clients with this problem, and I want to see so many of them overcoming the problem, being happy. But this is a one-time done process that we're going through, and then we just leave it there. Like I said, this is a process that follows through every single cycle or phase of the business. And this is the secret. Business growth happens in phases. And with each phase of the business growth, we have to apply this over and over again. We see this when we start a business. We think that I am a weight loss coach. Okay, I want to help women between 30s and 40 years old lose weight. This is my program. I'm going to advertise it out there. I'm going to post content on Instagram. And now I'm expecting all these women to contact me so I can sell my program. It's not happening 1 to 3 months as you start advertising. And then you think that it's something wrong with you as a coach. It's something wrong with your program. You suck at business. And then motivation drops down. You start having the imposter syndrome. And then you are looking to get a job, you're looking to build other skills, you're looking to change everything that you do, to address to other people, to become a coach in a different niche. That being said, what are the phases of business growth? First one is foundation. When you have an idea and you build a program, then you move into traction. And what I just described with the coach that posts content for 3 months and then changes because it doesn't have any clients, people don't have much interest, and it looks to change. This is the phase between the foundation and the traction where most coaching businesses are falling off, because we don't understand the mindset required and the actions required between foundation and traction. Then traction is the moment where you start selling your program, you start having clients, and then you have to move into scaling, making it bigger now, building something bigger and better or new. Right. So that being said, each one of these 3 phases requires a different type of mindset, which means that for each phase, we have to run through all these. But let me show you in detail for each phase to explain what type of mindset and approach you should have. Before I'm going into detail, I want to make a note that if you wish to learn how to build the top part of the pyramid and then to help you move into the bottom one, I have created the Coaches Growth Network. It is a community where I'm helping you go through all of this to build. You get free resources and training in here. And to join the community is absolutely free. This is how it looks like, and here we are discussing any questions you seek for help. And then in the classroom, you have all the resources available for you to run through all these phases of the pyramid, how to build the vision, identity, values, and then how you can build all the other skills that help you scale the business. And also I'm teaching you how to go through all these phases, not just from a mindset perspective, but also from systems perspective. That being said, if you wish to, you can join the community. It is free. It's called Coaches Growth Network. I'm going to leave the link in the description below. So now let's see. In the foundation, what is the mindset required through the foundation? Well, like I just said earlier, we tend to launch our coaching business by, most of the time, we overcome a problem ourselves, and then we want to study a little bit, and then we want to help other people overcome the same thing. So we create a program, and then we go speak about it, creating content, and we expect everyone to follow through. And then 3 months later on, we don't have sales, motivation drops, confidence drops, and we tend to change our niche. Now, the way things should work is first to spot a pattern that other misses. Okay, you are a nutrition coach, but there are like millions of other nutrition coaches. What is it that you are doing differently? And to do things differently, you have to look into what's missing out there in this niche. All those coaches, nutrition coaches, what is it that they're doing it wrong, or they're not doing it at all? And then you build on that problem, because if these coaches are not providing something, most of the time their clients need the thing, but you also have to spot if that thing that they're not providing, is that actually necessary? Is it something that the clients want? So that being said, you have to go out there and do research, and this has to be an active research. Go and speak with other coaches, go and speak with your ideal client and understand what is it that they want and they can't find it anywhere else. Spot the patterns at the miss. Don't build something that you think that your clients might want or the audience might want. Build something that they actually want. And the only way to understand this is by being active in doing research, speaking with them. Then once you have the idea, you start from what you have. Okay, these people need this, and these are my skills, and these are my resources. How can I put them all together to create a product? Now, at this stage, we think that we must have a big product ready to go out there. Now you're building the pilot program, okay? It's something that you are going out to test, and you have to act before you feel ready. Don't sit wasting months to build something to the point it's perfect to go out there. Put something down together with the skills and resources that you have, and then go and find the first 5 clients. These are your testing people. You're not selling your program, you're testing the program. That being said, they are your beta clients. You work with them for free, and they will give you feedback. Is it working? It is not. There's something missing. They need something more. It's about your coaching style. What is it? Okay. That being said, you need to stay open for feedback. Receive feedback. When we build a business, we run away from feedback. We're so scared when they give us negative feedback, like, oh my goodness me, I'm not good at this at all. No, take the feedback and use it constructively for your business. And then sit with not knowing yet. We want to know, when is our next client going to come? How much money we're going to make next month? How many courses we're going to sell? So on and so forth. At this stage, you don't have to know anything. The only thing that you need to know is, what is the problem of your client that you want to solve and no one else is solving, and how you can do it with the resources that you have, how you can build that program that your client is going to be happy. The mindset that kills it, the stuff you need to run away from, over planning instead of testing. Stop thinking how much money you want to make in 1 year time. Stop thinking where you want to take your business in 5 years. Focus on building your beta or pilot program now and test it. Falling in love with your first idea. We have an idea spark first, but then when we go and do research, we understand that others had the idea and it failed. They didn't know how to do it, or there's absolutely no interest in your idea. Okay? Don't fall in love with it. Start to learn and understand. The more you do research, and even if you understand that your idea fails, you'll understand what actually works and what actually people want. Waiting for certainty before you begin. Stop planning everything in your mind and be like, if I'm making this type of courses and sell it to this amount of people, I'm going to make this amount of money and I'll be able to build this type of thing. No. One singular focus. Letting fear of failure stop you starting. Most of coaches think like, what do I have special? I don't really have many people. I don't know many people. So if I'm going to spend time in building this thing and I'm going to fail, what's going to happen? What's going to happen? You're going to learn a lesson. You're going to learn what works, what doesn't, and you can build something even bigger on that. This is phase number 1, foundation. This is, again, the phase where you build your beta or pilot program, and you look for your 5 beta clients to test it and to validate your idea. Then once you have feedback from these beta clients and you understand that your program is something that they want, you're ready to transition to traction phase. And here you are launching the program that actually works and people want. Now, the mindset that you need to have around this phase is to keep going before you have the proof. Now, and here I'm not talking about the proof that your program works or not, but the proof that you are able to scale your business. Okay, we launch a program and we think already, oh, can I scale this to make tens of thousands of dollars a month? It's not about scaling. You are still learning at this stage. You are out there with the program. People now start buying, and you get more solid feedback. More, I don't want to say real feedback, because your first 5 beta clients, they give you the realest feedback out there, but these people that buy from you, they give you the hard type of feedback, like they're slapping you in the face. Plan in short circles. Still, don't think about future. In 5 years' time, I want to make this amount of money, or I want this goal, therefore I need to speak with these people, I need to break it down in super detail. Okay? What do you need to focus for this month, for the next 2 months? You need to build your audience so you can sell to another 10 people. That's all you have to do. Now, hear what clients actually have to say. Like I said, they'll give you the hard feedback. They slap you on the face. They'll put your program down. They'll step over it. Take the feedback and fix your program. Adjust your offer. If you know from your 5 beta clients that the program worked and they want it and they need it, and then you go to sell it and people are not buying it, most probably it's your offer, the way you formulate your offer, the way you write down things. So adjust the offer. Leave your program as it is. Focus on offer, how you word things down. Then recover from setbacks. Like I said, you receive hard feedback. People might not buy it because it can be your offer. You'll think that, oh, things are not working. Leave it on the side. Your 5 beta clients prove that there's something that they want and need. Keep going, keep overcoming these setbacks, and keep working where you have feedback that you lack. Okay, the knowledge, the skills where you lack at. And then steady yourself under the pressure. In here, the more pressure we have, the more fear we build. Okay, so we're afraid that, oh, if I'm posting more content, that means that more people will not see me or not engage with me. That's wrong. You need to do the more thing, more of what works out there. Okay, there's gonna be pressure. There's gonna be people commenting, people not watching. You have to do the things that must be done at this stage. Now, what kills the progress? It's going quiet when the fear rises. Fear of receiving negative feedback, fear of not being able to make sales because you didn't adjust your offer, fear of launching something without having people joining straight away. Fear, it's a constant feeling that we have as entrepreneurs. You have to get used with it, and you have to use it in your advantage. Okay, defending your offer against feedback. You make an offer out there, you get bad feedback, and you think, well, but this is what it works, and I know for sure that this is going to help you fix your problem, improve your life. So just take my program. Why are you against it? No. Put your ego on the side, listen to the feedback. Okay? Rigid long-range plans that ignore reality. Forget about the 5-year plan or 1-year plan. Think in the moment right now. Think of this month. And then big emotional swings that drain your progress. You wake up in the morning excited that, oh, I'm going to create this content and speak with these people. And then when you sit down to actually do the things, you start getting anxious and nervous. And you're like, I think I'm going to focus on dropping some comments, and maybe tomorrow I'm going to create a piece of content. Now, once you're able to sell your program, you receive feedback, you adjust things, you have an offer that works without you having to adjust it over and over and over again, you are ready to move into phase 3, which is scaling. Scaling, it's not about selling more of the program, but it's about diversifying. Okay, you have a program, people buy more. You're at the point where you can't work one-to-one with clients anymore. You're fully booked. Now, what can you do at this point? What else you can offer? What are like satellite offers that you can adjust, you can attach to your current product? What can you develop at this point in time? Okay, so now you have to think beyond how you always have. The trick point in here is that at this stage, we have knowledge and experience. These two are the most valuable because we have the knowledge on how to work with clients, how to help them change their life, how to build a business. But this knowledge is the knowledge that can hold us back from creating something new. At this stage, we have to be creative and think outside the box. Do the things we haven't done before. And then the experience, the same. We learn from experience that if I do things this way, then they're going to work. And we tend to keep doing things the same way over and over again. But there are always other ways in doing things. So you have to create new offers. Like I said, what is something new that you can come up with? Be creative. Okay. But again, not something that you think they want, but something that your clients might want. Build relationship. This is the point where you have to start networking. Networking speeds up the process for you. Act ahead of problems. Spot problems when they come. Anticipate what is coming and move early. Okay. Now at this stage, you have the experience and the knowledge, and you can spot problems when they come in, and you have the solution. When they'll show up, you have the solution and you can fix it. Keep your belief steady. At this point, business gets complex. You're ready to employ people, to get external help. Okay. You might have different beliefs on how to do business, but when you have employees, they might see things differently and they might have good ideas as well. You might receive feedback from your clients, good feedback, but because you believe that, well, this is the way that I've been doing things forever, so I'm going to keep doing things this way, it's going to slow down or possibly kill your business. Again, stay calm if you have employees, because every employee can feel when you're panicking, when you're disorientated, you don't know what to do, you don't know what next step is. They feel it and they pull back away as well. So what kills your progress, confidence, it's a high confidence that you kept running on it, and then you're not, because you have so high confidence, you're not willing to listen. You think that, I got it, don't worry, why should I listen to you? Then experience that locks into old routines. Okay, like I said earlier. Persevering out of habit, not judgment. You just keep doing things like a hamster on a wheel. Okay, you're not judging anymore, you're just doing things out of a routine. And closing off from outside input, not allowing others to suggest you, to give you good feedback. So these are the 3 phases, and this is the mindset that you need around it. That being said, what is the one thing that kills everything? What is the one thing that you need to be aware as you're going through all these 3 phases, at any point of these 3 phases? It's fear of success or failure and not listening to the feedback. At the foundational phase, if you have any fear of failure, or most of the time here is the fear of failure, and not listening to the feedback, to the idea that you have and the product that you built, it stops you from starting and building a beautiful program. Then in the traction phase, you start tapping into fear of being successful, and you take the foot off the pedal and you slow down. And this freezes you. You stop growing. And when you stop growing, you can only go backwards. There's never maintenance level. And for scaling, it makes you reject feedback again, and being stuck on the things that you know, doing the same things the way you've always done it. But the world around you grows. Clients want different things, new things, novelty, and you'll not be able to provide that. And that means that your business goes backwards. Like I said, you can't grow, you can't maintain, you go backwards. So this one thing, you have to get comfortable with the feeling of fear of failure or success, and you have to take feedback as it comes, regardless if it's the hard feedback that slaps you on the face and tells you that your program is not good at all. Take it as it is and build on that. be open and honest. Okay? Why it compounds, why everything goes on top of it. Okay? Mindset is a thing that gets you the results, and the results build your mindset. When you see positive results, we build on the mindset, build on the confidence. It spins upwards, we grow. When we don't get the results that we want, it affects our mindset, and then we start, oh, I'm losing my confidence, oh, I'm not doing good things. The imposter syndrome, the fear of posting content, it goes downwards. Okay, so that's why we have mindset on top of everything, and we put mindset plus everything else. It's not just building some mindset and then getting the strategy of the business. It doesn't work like that. So, like I said, if you want to learn how to go through all these phases and the mindset required by each one of these phases, and how to build everything from the top to the bottom of the pyramid, I'm inviting you to join the Coaches Growth Network. It's the community where I help coaches just like you overcome the blocks of the mindset and build a strategy for their coaching business. If you want to be part of us, it's free to enter. As you become a member of us, you get access to the modules, to the courses that helps you build the entrepreneurship business mindset and scale your coaching business. That's the end of today's video. I hope you got tons of value from it. If you didn't understand anything, please drop a comment down below, and I'll get back to you responding to a question. Now, please go ahead and apply the teachings from this video and let me know how it goes, and good luck to you.